this video, I'm going to show you why I think 5-string is a great choice. What are the advantages? It's hard to play and talk at the same time. And why I think you should give it a try. Okay, that's enough with playing and talking at the same time. Hi guys. A 5-string bass is essentially, and I'm talking about a 5-string with a lower, the classical 5-string. That's a 4-string bass with an added lower string, B string. So you get E, right? That's the lowest point or note in a 4-string bass. Then you have a E flat, D, D flat or C sharp, C and B. The better the bass, usually the better the 5th string. Hey everybody, just wanted to let you know that I'm offering right now my free personal feedback on your playing, so you know exactly what you gotta do to get better. All you gotta do is hit the link in the description and the rest will follow all the information. Let's go back to the video. Cheaper basses, usually the low end doesn't sound that well. In some basses, they sound incredible. So I was a 6-string bass player most of my life, playing a 6-string bass, also got that lower B and higher C. And I really think that for me, a 5-string bass is the perfect balance, not because 5 is in the middle between 4 or 6, maybe that's the reason, but it's because I can get that lower range and sometimes I really, really need it. I really need it in the songs, in the studio, with different improvisation bands that I'm playing with. Okay, so let me demonstrate why. Here's an E flat chord. Now, if I'm playing the normal 4-string E flat, that's pretty low. Especially now I'm using a really low EQ. That's fat, that's good enough. But I don't have that. It's a whole different thing. Now I can play this E flat or this E flat on the 7th fret, but it doesn't matter. Thinner, fatter, or even on the 11th fret, it's not 1 octave down. That's something else. That really brings a feeling of something very, very low, and you can't compete with science, you can't compete with physics. Also D, that's a really, really important range that I use a lot. Normal D. Now, in a lot of songs, let's say country music, let's talk about country music, you don't really need that low D or E flat, that's enough. But in music that is more intense, that has an intense vibe, you do need that lower range. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to play something for you. I have this backing track that I played over, try to play it and talk at the same time at the beginning. And it's E minor, then E flat major. And I want to show you the differences between playing the normal E flat that you got and the lower in a more, like with a band, let's say, yeah, with drums and everything. Here we go. E. That's the high E flat that we all have on a 4-string bass. Here we go. So that's a huge difference. And I'm not saying that's always something that you want, but I want to have that option. I want to have that option of choosing. This microphone is dancing like crazy. I want to have the option in choosing when I want to use this one to really bring a lot of power. This is very powerful. Can't argue with that. That's powerful, especially in church, in rock and roll. That's powerful. And that's one aspect. Second aspect is even playing E, right? That same E. Play it on the 5th string, on the 5th fret. That's a lot more juice, a lot more power. It's a thicker string. Choosing whether you want to play this one or this one, that option is very, very important to me in a song. I'm listening, I'm seeing what the singer is doing, I'm trying to play this lick to uplift the song maybe, and I might use that option. That option is very, very important to me. Let me demonstrate again. Here we go. Still not using it. Still not using it. I'm gonna do it now. Playing E on the 5th string. So as you can see, I'm balancing between them. I'm mixing. I have the option to choose what and how I want to do it. And I'm not saying, yeah, that's the way to go. That's the way I go. That's the way, if I would buy a new bass, starting my career now with a new bass, or just buying a new bass. I always want to buy a new bass. But I would choose a 5-string bass. So I have a Ken Smith, a 6-string Ken Smith. I have some jazz basses. You've seen them on the videos. But this is like my go-to bass right now. And it's a funny story. My dad bought it to me. After 2 months of playing Squire jazz bass, he went to the store and he saw that I'm serious in bass playing, and he told them, "Give me the best thing you have. Give me the best bass." And they gave him this early 2000 5-string American jazz bass. And I've been playing it ever since. Yeah, like I said, I also have the Ken Smith, and I'm playing them a lot in a lot of records and a lot of bands, a lot of shows. But now I'm 42 years old and I'm playing the 5-string bass, and maybe when I'll be 60 I'll play the 4-string bass, and then when I'm 70 I'll play a 1-string bass, which is awesome. So that was today's video. Yeah, hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, bye guys.